Hello and welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. So we are here exactly where we left off last time. There we go. Unlock the UI. We are continuing the main scenario quest line. We are not very far. We're in like patch 2.2. I think I just looked it up to see how far we have until we get to the first expansion, and it looks like quite a bit. Quite a bit indeed. So we're gonna go ahead and start with this first quest for the greater good, and we're gonna continue down that path and see where it leads. All right, there you are. Commander has instructed me to wait for you. Your assistance is most welcome. Believe me, most of the third hail from Udal, and for a man accustomed to the feel of sand beneath his boots, the crunch of snow can be rather disconcerting. But to the matter at hand, nary a moment ago I received word that the heretics we speak of have been spotted making for Danifin Pass. My braves are already in pursuit, and I should be grateful if you would join them. I myself shall be taking part in the hunt. Never let it be said that I do not earn my coin. Alright, so last stream we had been doing a bunch of quests in this Kotharis zone, and we've been chasing some heretics up into this mountain range, so that's about where we are. So we need to go way over there, actually, to the next part. So let's see how this goes. So I guess we're like chasing them. I don't know why they would go in that way, but whatever. Alright, let's see here. Where are they at? Looks like that's a fate. Oh, that's an ice spray. Oh, those are all guards. Never mind. There he is. Third unit brave. Thal's balls. My ankle is on fire. Caught my boot on a rock or something. Twisted it as I fell. The others went on ahead to through Danifin Pass. Hurry and you might catch up. If you aren't sure where to go, look for the tracks in the snow is fresh. So they shouldn't be hard to find. Alright, that's easy enough. And what direction is that? Danifin Pass is straight down through there. Go up this way. And we should be able to get this one knocked out real quick. And I think this is the higher level end of the zone. If I recall right from last time. Yeah, 45. This is with that red stuff and these cool looking giant luggers. They're so cool looking. Alright, where exactly? There's the Fresh Prince. The tracks lead southeast. Right. So that is... I guess there's not an on-screen compass. I guess that's the compass right there. Never mind. Scion, what are you doing here? The heretics? I'm not sure. There was a great scaled beast and cough cough. You see... see? I think he went on east on his own. Heretics split up, so did we. Alright. So this is east. There we go. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's de-aggro this level 45 thing. There. Alright, what are you doing there? Alright, I guess we'll kill this hateful harrier. Oh, never mind, we gotta kill the caster first. That was weird. That was Thought I was de-leveled. There we go. He's dead. Can't wait till we get all these quests done. Finally caught up. Hopefully we can get it done before the next expansion comes out. Might have to play more than 1 day a week. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's a fate. It's not part of this quest. How embarrassing. I was so intent on following the heretics' tracks that I almost failed to notice that they had double backed. Almost, mind you. One tried to sneak up behind me and got a knife to the gut for his troubles. I thought myself alone, so I started searching the dead man's knapsack for anything of interest, and lo and behold, before his friends found me, I came upon this. Withdraw in groups of 3 or less to the observatorium, give the signal. Hey, Dras, how's it going? And wait, the merchant will be waiting. Be late and be left for dead. How are you doing this evening? Speaks for itself, does it not? They cannot possibly mean to rendezvous inside the place, so we must restrict our search to the surrounding areas. It's going all right. I've been playing games. Did some yard work over the weekend. Sunburned my head. Let's see here. Let me rephrase. You should restrict your search to the wilderness around the observatorium. I will need more than a moment's rest to recover from these wounds. All right. Search for the heretics outside the observatorium. It's right over here. And it's over this way. There we go. There he is, Suspicious Kotharin. I am through with listening to your excuses. We leave now. How? The woods are crawling with those blue coats, and the knights are searching every wagon that passed through the gates. Well, stay with her then. I think you'll fare any better. Oh, here comes this guy. Now, there's no need for that. There are places like this in my homeland, sacred and snow-capped peaks where the blood must not be shed. Yet your lands ever thirst for the blood of the fallen, and by your deeds it has drunk deep. Jeez. No, I've done no wrong. None but meet in secret with heretics. Deny it and you... deny it all you will. We shall have the truth from you yet. Inquisitors are not the only ones skilled in the arts of interrogation. Damn it all. Fancy meeting you here, Yurdi. I presume your work with the third brought you hither. What a tangled web. Least you wonder, we came not for the heretics, but for the merchant who has been conspiring with them. He came to our attention during the course of our investigation into the Ivy. It beggars belief, I know, but it seems our favorite Garlean spy may have been providing assistance to Iceheart. Were it not for the efforts of Lady Yurgi and her shinobi, we might never have discovered this connection. Master Alphanod is too kind. I fear my people and I have done little to aid in the search for this spy. We long to strike back against the Empire and weaken their influence in this land to prevent the tragedy which befell Doma from reoccurring. The days ahead and the work they promise will require a very particular set of skills which I am fortunate enough to possess. If you will allow it, I would accompany you until the investigation is complete. That is most generous offer, Lady Yurgi, and one which I gladly accept. Thank you. Though I may disappear from time to time, for a time, I know that I shall never be far and shall always be watching. A comforting thought. Come, Yurdi. Let us wait inside for Captain Ilbrid to return and deliver his report. Alright, that was easy enough. And he's right in here. Oh, there he is. Captain Ibert seems confident that the merchant's resolve would swiftly crumble when pressed. If so, we should have new information ere long. As to whether it brings us any closer to learning Ivy's identity, I would rather not say. Given our adversary's cunning, I shall consider us fortunate if we are spared another wild dodo chase. The gods know we have more than enough to occupy our time, as is. Alright, we completed for the greater good. And the next quest from Alphanod, Tendrils of Intrigue. Alphanod is eager to hear Uber's report on the Ivy. Looks like we're going to pick up a body armor. That's nice. And some food. Haddock dip. Captain Ilbert, your report, if you will. Aye, Commander. Firstly, with regard to the heretic we captured, I regret to say that the man could tell us not that we did not already know of Shiva. We have since handed him over to the Ishgard authorities. Henceforth, the Holy See will pursue the matter independently. Our inquiries concerning the Ivy, however, have proven more fruitful. We have ascertained by the channel by which the heretics acquired their information on the shipment routes. You will recall the flame we first identified as being in the Ivy's league of employ. From him, we were able to trace all the conspirators, each taking us closer to his master. Alas, the trail come to an abrupt end. Fearing that the investigation had been compromised, we took the necessary steps detaining all suspects of the conspiracy. There were 5 on our list, including a flame stationed at Reverend's Toll. The man's primary duty was to keep inventory of donations from abroad, the particulars of which he would share with his benefactors, thereby ensuring that the needs did not go unfulfilled. By virtue of his role, he was privy to the details of all the shipments bound for this settlement. Needless to say, that included the originating from House Fortemps. He knew the precise route the caravan would take. He sold that information to a merchant. I think I can guess which one. None other. With a little encouragement, he soon confessed to knowingly aiding and abetting the heretics. Whoa, what was the... Oh, that's one mystery solved at least. But what of the Ivy? Are we any closer to prying off his mask? I dare say we are, Commander. Our relentless pursuit has forced him to commit a grave error. In desperate bid to cover his tracks, the Ivy resorted to exercising certain administrative powers available only through high-ranking members of the Immortal Flames. If you consider that our investigation is known to barely a handful of them, and the field of suspects is greatly narrowed. You mean to say that the agent is among Raban's innermost circle? Someone who has been with him since the Immortal Flames establishment? 'Tis most plausible explanation. The infiltration likely occurred during the company's founding, with the groundwork for the act being laid beforehand. To slip into a position of authority unremarked and remain above suspicion all these years? I too was surprised, though I really should not have been. All of these three grand companies, Udal has never been... Of the three grand companies, Udal's was ever the more vulnerable to infiltration. Both Limsa and Gridania had a long-standing armed forces that lent themselves to the formation of the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder. To all intents and purposes, it was the same people, loyal ones, mind, under the same leadership, only the banner was different. Not so the Flames. Jeez, the words just aren't making sense today. Udal's military was made up of disparate orders, most of which were glorified mercenary companies that answered only to their own paymasters. Hardly an ideal environment in which to establish something as high-minded as a grand company. The difficulties Raban faced when founding the Immortal Flames are well known. Even after he had conceived his fellow syndicate members to share the cost, there remains a small matter of finding enough bodies to fill the ranks. Indeed, and given the pressing nature of the Imperial threat, that meant recruiting every passing sellsword. Amidst the chaos of its founding, it would have been child's play to infiltrate the company. A good deal easier then than now, Immortal Flames have ever been caught between conflicting interests, the public and the private. Though the Monterists ultimately agreed to support the organization's founding, 'twas not out of charity that they did it, so the simple preservation had Nal von Darnus's ambitions been less apocalyptic, you may be sure there would never have been risk supplying Raban with an army. 'Tis but in a wonder they did not attempt to extinguish the flames the moment the danger had passed. Returning to the present. Even as we speak, our Doman allies are shadowing several high-ranking flames, any of whom could be the Ivy. Desiring to deal a blow against the Empire, the refugees were eager to lend us their aid. I expect to hear from them ere long. Very good. Pray continue your investigation with the first. Meanwhile, have the second attend to the unrest. The third can join the fourth in inspecting the crystal shipments. If they notice anything unusual, I want to know about it. If Shiva is summoned in a manner like the other primals, the heretics will be looking further for supplies. Understood, Commander. I shall send word to Sir Elmric, informing him of our success in identifying heretics, abiturers. Hopefully, the information will be some of use to the Ishgardians. It is time, Commander. Yes, I am aware. An emergency council of the Alliance leadership has been called. There have been developments in Garlemald. It would seem, as commander of the Crystal Braves, my presence has been requested. I would have you accompany Yuri as the realm's stoutest champion. Tis only meet that you be present for the discussion. Oh, and the antecedent has already given her consent, at least to Yuri. Jeez. All right. Looks like we completed that one. Like me, you're doubtlessly eager to conclude our business with Iceheart, but until another path to her sanctum is found, she will remain beyond our reach. Minfilia and the Archons are sparing no effort to secure an alternate route. Until such time as they succeed, I suggest we give some thought to the realm's other problems. I shall go ahead to Gridania in readiness for the coming council. Meet me at Nofakia's altar, and we shall make our way to the Lotus Stand together. Alright. Interesting. I guess we have to turn it in there. Alright. Black Shroud. And Gridania. And some of the words, it's just like, feels like they're backwards. Alright, let's go up here. Ethernet to the Conjurer's Guild. Oh, there he is right there. Why, thanks for coming, Yuri. When you're ready, speak with the Conjurer yonder. She will show us the Lotus Stand. Alright, I guess this quest keeps going. Alright, Silent Conjurer. The Alliance leaders await you at the Lotus Stand. Will you be joining them now? Yes.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign.
Hey, Waytech, how's it going? I just saw that it you converted your sub to tier 1. I have no idea what that means, but thanks. I totally don't know anything about the that what any of that prime to stuff means. Thank you.
Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Jeez.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
That guy's got some cool armor, though.
"'Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, Yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader. Not so his uncle.
That hat does not look comfortable at all.
So young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
That horn he's got sticking out the front is gotta be painful.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartno dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemies' ambitions.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it. If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming. So long as the ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
All right. Jeez. Do we finally complete that quest? It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Azoria are no nearer to being of one purpose, despite their protestations to the contrary. Plainly, the threat of a resurgent Garlemald is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this? Deep-rooted mistrust amongst the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understandings they like, but their unity means little and less to the common folk. Take the Lomensians, for instance. Through Admiral Merle, outlawed piracy over a decade ago, the foreigners still pictured the nation as a haven for grog-swilling, wooden-leg cutthroats. And likewise, the Gridanians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the Uldan scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that such sentiment is entirely without grounds, of course. Take that pillar of Uldanian society, Tella, let's just go with that, for example, but is beside the point. The fact is that the people are wary of outsiders, whether they have cause or to be or not. On that bias, one could argue that the conflict of the Cartanu is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering faction that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate them, we present them with something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing, let us speak more precisely of the matter, the Ivy. Since we spoke at the observatorium, Captain Ilberd has further shortened his list of suspects, and by happy coincidence, the one he deems most likely candidate has lately come to Gridania. Hunt nears the end, Yurdi. All that remains is to corner our quarry and seek out Libert near Adder's Nest, and he will give you the particulars. Should there be any developments in Korthas, you may be sure that I will send word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. Okay. That's cool. Thanks for showing your support, man. I really appreciate it. If you could post me a link. What time do you stream on your channel? If you could post it to me on like the Discord or something, I can try to make sure to come check out your stream. Let's see, where is this guy? New Gridania, up here. Going the right way? No, it's this way. It's tricky. It looked like there we go. Alright, where is this guy? He's over this way. Unfortunately, we cannot mount inside the city. There's Mr. Ilberd. Thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless the commander has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Alright, finally, we completed the trendles of intrigue. Tendrils. Trendles. What the hell am I thinking? Alright, let's go ahead and take the chest plate. And let's see if that is an actual upgrade for us. Does look like it is. Holy crap. Hold on. The armor in this game is just something else. I mean, that is crazy. It's like totally masculine armor, but then they put her in a skirt. It's totally funny. Alright. Ilberd is... Alright, chasing Ivy. Ilberd is convinced that he has discovered the Ivy's identity and is preparing to move against the Garlean spy. So let's go ahead and accept that. Listen well. The spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than Flame Marshal Aline, Raban's second in command. Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm had to be seen to be believed. Of Isgardian birth, she is the highest ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. When he formed the Grand Company, Raban chose people based on their worth. Hence, where they hailed from was no interest. The Monterists saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians, especially after the way the Holy See forsook the Alliance. I don't think I've ever seen that word. Yet the Monterists did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Royale was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that Ivy has some hold over the Monterists? She's getting suspicious. But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of the foremost interest to us is her presence here now. As you may be aware, it is a duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General, while Raban is attended the Council of Alliance Leaders. She should have remained in the Hall of Flames. The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet here she is nonetheless. On some pretense, she is up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames records for evidence of Roland's guilt, but we cannot catch her red-handed. We shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing, and the docks, every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge, and all that remains is to shadow her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eyes, Scion? You have my many thanks. Let us go, and I'll take care not to alert our quarry. Alright, I guess we're doing one of those chase somebody around missions. I remember this one in ESO. If you got too close to him, it failed. Alright, oh, literally, we're just talking to the guy over there. Now he wants us to talk to him right here. It's just a little awkward. Alright, headed in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate with me. Oh, I guess I'm following. Oh, I see what it's doing. He's just teleporting from place to place, and we're just catching up to him. That makes sense. I guess they don't have NPCs that do a lot of walking around. Oh, good, a new one. Archers Guild. That was the wrong way, though. Son of a gun. Alright, let's go up, backtrack a little bit. And we did get some food, didn't we? We should probably eat some food. It's not exactly melee food. There's that one. That one looks more melee-like. Alright. Is this a rabbit person? I keep seeing these rabbit people. Alright, there is Captain. She's entered the Caroline canopy, meeting someone perchance. Or it could be she meant to board an airship. Pray look for her within. If she's not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. Come on, alright. Click. One of mine is stationed there. She may have seen something. Fine is her name. I shall remain here in case. Alright. She reappears. I think we're going down below. Oh, I see an option to go up, maybe outside. No. Is there... Yeah, there's no way to go up. I don't know what he was talking about. Alright, there's the quest giver. Ah, such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? Aha, a social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger, and none of them bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. Alright, that was fairly awkward. Where are we going now? Back up. Alright, we go talk to him. Interesting. I wonder what those blue quests are. Alright. What do you got for us, mister? Nowhere to be seen, you say? And you're sure she did not board an airship? She did not come back out either. Where in seven hells could she have gone? The roost. How could I forget? Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some Muntoy tonic? A cup a day imbues a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait, that necklace. You are a shinobi of Doma? The woman you seek has left Gridania by way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search to the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Wow, that guy just helped us out. Thank the 12 for the dolmens. Were it not for their unique talents, we'd have disappeared without a trace. Alright, and we get to choose between some more armor. Let's see here. We could go with caster, or archer, bard, DNC mechanic. I don't know. Let's go to gold. I think our inventory is just gonna get full of stuff we don't have anything to do with. All right, Mr. Captain, what do you got for us? In flagrante del sito. All right, is eager to resume the pursuit of the line. Looks like we're gonna pick up a new belt. Let's go ahead and do that. Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Rail's example and take the ferry from the West Shore Pier. You'll doubtlessly wish to make certain preparations to see to them. While I go on ahead, I shall wait for you at the Sweet Bloom Pier. Alright, Sweet Bloom Pier. Is that way over there? Or is that, let's zoom out. Yeah, right there. We're gonna have to just take the boat, I guess. Otherwise, we have to run through the whole zone or run through this whole zone. So that is, That is this way. Rent. It's weird how some people have names and some people don't. I always thought it was kind of immersive breaking when they don't have names. Oh, that didn't lead me in the right direction at all. Alright, let's just teleport there and run up there. We can fly in that zone. Weather. I did not realize this game had that bad weather. Alright. Yeah, that was faster to go this way. Oh, it's raining here too. That's pretty cool. And we need to go up a little bit. Let's see here. Where's this guy at? There he is. This way, my friends. Oh, she's already here. Your quarry makes for the Hawthorne hut. If she's truly one we seek, we can expect that she means to make contact with her Garlean masters there. An explanation is in order. You're no doubt aware that the Garleans have their own method of communication over great distances. Well, our ingenious friends at Garland Ironworks have provided us with devices which disrupt these communications, and we then installed them in around all the city-states. In doing so, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. She would have no choice but to rendezvous with her Imperial contact directly, yet, as a well-known face in the Immortal Flames, she cannot move about Thanalan without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. 'Tis for this reason, I believe, she's chosen to come to Black Shroud for her Kleinstein meeting. The Elzian are a common sight here, and her comings and goings are not likely to turn any heads. As my scout tells it, the Garleans have sent several agents with a mind to destroy the device that renders such direct contact unnecessary. Fortunately, our shinobi have thus far been successful in rebuffing their efforts. That is it. We only need to make for Hawthorne's hut and catch her in the act. All right. Now, where is Hawthorne's hut? Is it really in South Shroud? No. Oh, it's right there. Alright, we can just fly there. Alrighty. And as of today, I still can't log into my EverQuest Cleric account. So I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with that situation. I don't get any errors like I got suspended or anything. It just can't log in to the launcher or anything. It's very weird. All right, Yurgi, what do you got for me? My people report that the quarry has departed for the Bramble Patch. The ivy returns to the Garld whence she came, but perhaps all is for the better. To convict someone of her standing will require damning evidence against her. What could be better than to catch her in the act when she meets with the Garlean masters? My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Tread warily, my friends. All right. So I'm thinking that I'm going to do a Gnome Regard stream on Saturday. I think doing the anniversary quests that he can do is probably gonna be the best time. I haven't done any of the quests at all yet. I was hoping to do them all in my multi-boxing group, but no luck yet. Just beyond, she is in conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer, an imperial intermediary, no doubt. This is it with me. Flame Marshal Aline, you are under arrest for treason and espionage. You were followed, you bloody fool. Oh, she's quick. Damnation. Does she have like an army of ninjas? There. She's like, You are unarmed, my lady, and scarcely garbed for battle. That's just funny. But if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling the 12's wood? When I last looked, that was no crime, and neither was conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance, then? Very well. If you do think you have something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Now come quietly, or I shall make it you wish you had. She's been caught. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. Oh, she was mad dogging him. So we're letting him keep his weapons? That's a bit awkward. Oh, what is that guy? He's got like a spear. That's pretty cool. Alright, what do you got for us? Your guy? Even a warrior of Rowan's renown could not have hoped to escape by force despite her claims. Her surrender does not bespeak her innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the immortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap, then, the people of Uldal will give the grand company they deserve, But let us speak of the present. If I may ask, what will you do now? I don't know. That was anticlimactic. So the Scions seek a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Then I dare say you're eager to return the Rising Stone. Pray do not let me keep you. Fear not, my countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You do not need to waste your talents here. And speaking of your talents, have you considered training in the art of shinobi? You have the aptitude for it, I believe. So please give it some thought. Until next time, my friend. So I guess that is the ninja class. So I guess we unlocked it at some point. Probably a few episodes ago. So we need to go all the way back to Reverence Toll, which is in Mordana, right here. There we go. So I think we got that quest done. Which should deliver us a new belt. Hopefully it is actually an upgrade. I think in here. We just need to get our eye level up a little bit more. We should be good to go. I guess it's called eye level, right? Item level? Doesn't say, but we're at 111. Not too bad. Minfilia. Welcome back. I understand that Alphanod had a task for you. May I ask what it was? Charges of treason and espionage against a line? I can scarce believe it. Could there not have been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust the authorities to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Alright, there's the belt. Looks like we're going to pick up 2 armor, I guess. Oh, and we leveled up to 53. Nice. Alright. Let's see. The next quest. A simple plan. Minfilia has never been one to hesitate when it comes to asking others for aid. As you recall, Iceheart used to use the aetheryte in the depths of the snow cloak. To teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctuary of some description. It is there we suspect she means to summon Shiva using the crystal she stole from the House of Fortem's caravan. Heretics believe that they are bringing about a second coming of their patron saint, but if we suspect they mean to hold a summoning ritual of a kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall. But first, we must surmount the obstacle of the Icehearts placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter of tap into the established Ethernet and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the aetheryte of which she has teleported. Of our prevailing theory that she has destroyed the second aetheryte upon arrival, a reckless and desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter at length with Uranger Ringar, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution, which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such an expertise, a colleague of ours, who is currently en route to Reverence Toll from Charlayan. She should be arriving within the hour. In fact, since you are here, mayhap you could welcome her together. I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. Alright, let's go out to the northern gates. Let's see here. What I got? Thinkred and his friends just hanging out. Alright, Northern Gate is straight ahead. Oh, I guess it's up there. Guess there's two gates. That's funny. Alright, I guess we wait here. Oh, is this like some like major character? She looks like the Ice Heart lady. Oh, maybe not with those tattoos. Same bluish
Mythria,
color.
am I right?
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Sharlayan scholar, and an authority on aetherite technologies.
Moonbreeder? Moonbreeder? Moon... Okay. Sharlayan. Moonbreeder. Breeda.
She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Okay. Character. Alright, what do you got for us, Minophilia? Let us return to the Rising Stone at once then. We have much to discuss. Alright, back down into the hole. Moonbreeder. Ah, man. Moonbreeder. I'm gonna go, yeah. I don't know. Don't know at all. It's interesting that was voiced and nothing else is.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Yeah, she says moon. Looks like mowing.
Oh, longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Okay.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Of course, Papa Lamo. She's a giant, though. That is insane. She makes everybody else
Everyone, if I could have your attention.
look like children.
We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits. And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Oh. Urianger is,
Go on.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it, then? Your missing aetherite?
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the aetherite.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
I just noticed they all have neck tattoos.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white auracite at their disposal.
Even the new one.
I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetherite. However, white auracite cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
And my character does not have the neck tattoo. That's interesting. Wonder if Minfilia has one. Alright, we get to pick the belt for the other one. That looks like a flowing black slash. That's funny. Alright. Quest complete. Alright, does she have the neck tattoo? Because I'm curious now. Does not look like it. Or does she have any other tattoos? Alright, so I wonder why they all have the same looks like a dragon kind of tattoo. The instruments of our deliverance. A plan has been devised, and Minfilia would have it carried out without any further delay. I have already informed Alphanod of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Moonbreeder described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope at success. He also said he wished to meet you at the Snow Cloak. Before you proceeding, I expect you'll find him waiting there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you've done on our behalf, and I have faith you'll return to us as always. You always have. Alright, accepted that quest. Let's go to Snow Cloak. Probably quicker this way. Camp Dragonhead, probably. All right, let's go this way. All right, so this whatever we're working towards, this dungeon or whatever it is, better be worth the payoff, because we have been working for several, it feels like several quest lines, at least several quests. It's been a while to unlocking this thing. And there's another one up there that we don't have unlocked yet either. But we've been working quite a bit towards this, so it better pay off into something. Otherwise, this will be quite anticlimactic. Alright, where's Alphanod? Is there anything up here? I mean, we can fly up here. They can't, so I don't really see anything up here at all, though. There's that random dude right there. I can't even target him. Let's see. Dras says there used to be even more quests to do in this stage, but they trimmed some of the fat. Okay. Was this like an in-game dungeon at the time, and then it just took a little while to unlock it? All right, good to see you, Yurdi. I was starting to wonder if you had second thoughts. Captain Ilbert sends his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Elaine and Uldal even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the ivy upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the Aetheryte. After you, Scion. Oh, okay, good. I thought we were gonna have to queue up for the dungeon and beat it again. Or whatever we did before to get to that point. That's pretty crazy. There, it's ready. Ooh, it's glowing. Haha, it worked, I think. Confidence. Try attuning to the Aether right now. Feel the current. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. We have done all we can for now. Let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If by the grace of the 12 you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. Oh, I thought I was gonna camera pan up to like another level. That would have been funny. Alright, Althanad. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual, and if she succeeds, you will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Moonbreeder's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight over there. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Amlek. Alright, this guy. Let's see. Sir Amlek sends his regrets. He cannot be here in person. Asks that I read you this letter. Ishgard faces unprecedented threat, yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. The warrior of light, savior of Azoria, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you choose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others continue to use their gift for selfish ends, you wield yours in service of a greater cause. May Halone bless you with a good fortune and see you safely home. Alright, that was nice. Alright, whoa. What is this? Something amphitheater attuned. Alright, what is this thing? This is a trial? Alright, it is a trial. Alright, so as long as Alright, let's just do it. Let's do what is this called? The Unkfa Amphitheater? try it out here. Oh, make sure I have an emote ready. Is there like an emote menu? I know there's the G pose one. There we go. Let's go with cheer. Can I just drag that like right there? Perfect. Okay. Hopefully that works. Thanks for letting me know. All right. This is taking longer than I thought. 5 minutes, okay. Oh. So White Tech Gaming says halfway through the fight, Shiva will cast Diamond Dust and freeze everyone. It's just cool to be mid-emote for the giggles. Interesting. Come on, Mr. DPS guy. Accept. Come on. Ah, missed it. Picked up a belt at some point. Late party. Full party. Okay, I was not wrong. She does look exactly like the other person.
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace. A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down. We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
Oh, wow. Jeez. Very interesting. Iron Will? Alright. I'll stand off to the side. No idea what the mechanics are in this fight. As I seem to always get carried in these things. I don't see any ads. That guy died. Why he was standing under the boss, I don't know. Shit. stack all these up. Oh, I'm dead. Let's drop some defensives. There we go. I think those are all dead now. I believe I took aggro from the warrior. I was too early. Alright. Oh, that looks like bad. That looks like bad too. It's all bad. I don't like it. Oh, jeez. I think we're good. She's dying. I'm using as many cooldowns as I can. All right. Thanks for the tip, Dress. I'll try to zoom out more. Usually the camera gets like hit on something, so it seems like this arena is a lot larger. All right, received 2 player commendations. Oh. Wonder what those do. Assuming we just beat her as the vessel for her saint. I think that's what happened. How she didn't die, I don't know.
Blind, bloody fool. You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence.
Draz says there's achievements tied to commendations, and the achievements give various awards. Okay, that's interesting.
Mine is the righteous cause. You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of Light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the Keeper of the Lake. See with eyes unclouded. Do not squander Mother's gift. Hear, feel, think.
What did she do? She just like disintegrate? I don't know.
And so the vessel withdraws, a predictable outcome. Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased. How unfortunate.
All right, that is done. What do you got for us, Moon Brighta? By the 12, you're alive. I mean, of course, you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? Lady was dressed just like you. Iceheart did what? And you're certain about that? Are you? Dravians are skilled with glamours, after all. Look, if you say that what you saw, I believe you. It is just that I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No, fair enough. I was only asking. All right. Instruments of our deliverance complete. All right. What do you got for us, Moon? The road less traveled. Moon wants us to, it remains unconvinced that you have not received a sustained head injury. Jeez. If you ask me, there not be gain from mulling over the implications of our story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the rising stones. I'll get everyone to meet us there. Ma, but before you do that, I best pay a visit to White Brim Front and speak to Alphanot. He's probably worried sick about you. That, or he'll be busy playing at politics with the Ishgardians. Either way, I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? No? Oh, no reason. See you again soon. Awful lot of concern for just meeting that person. All right, let's. What is this place? Oh, it's a tent. The fire wasn't loaded in yet, so it looked weird. All right, let's get over to White Brim. All right, so we picked up a new belt, which is another 2 armor. Still got the same outfit look. And then what was the other? Reputation? Oh yeah, we have 48 commendations. So at 10 we get a title, at 50 we get a minion, 100 we get a helmet, 300 a barding, 500 a mount, a robe at 1500, and another mount at 3000. That is pretty sweet. That is all the reason to do more of those then. Alright, this way, I suppose. We gotta go upstairs. Got a quest guy there. There we go. Mr. Alphanod. There, none the worse for the wear. Was there ever any doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? I think that I speak for all of us when I say there's nothing more than to hear a steering tale of your victory, if you would be so kind. I guess the armor set is kind of like what these Ishgardians wear, but it's like a heavy armor. That's what it kind of looks like. Then we were too late to prevent the summoning, but not too late to prevent the loss of life, an outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have to thank you. Yes, you're right, of course. Sir Emmerich, we should be content with that, what we've accomplished. I, for one, could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat, and the heretics have been routed. Aye, there is a matter of Iceheart's escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Drill is the killer van ready. The supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that my knights will see it safely to Reverend's Toll. Of that I have no doubt. I take it these are the same supplies the heretics stole from the House of Fortem's caravan? Less the crystals which compromised the bulk of the shipment, yes, scarcely a fraction of what was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause the same. An unrelated note, might I trouble you to accompany me to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience? 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Iceheart. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. Jeez. Men give vent to their anxieties in a myriad of ways. Pray do not think less of him. All right, now to Camp Dragonhead with is that Archifant? I can't remember. I think I pronounced it like 10 different times last stream trying to figure out how to pronounce it. Come on, fly. What are you doing? All right. Archifant. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, he's right in here. There we go. Takes like 3 clicks to get off. What were you thinking? Wagering your very being on a dubious theory which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she could have sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual and summon Shiva anyway? And then engaging in an abomination in mortal combat by fury. 'Tis the stuff of ballads, a battle for the ages. Would that I had been there to fight by your side. Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for a veritable eternity. I would not wish to torture on my most hated enemy. Sigh, but you are here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Emmerich wished to have words with you, and Master Alfnod in private. He awaits us in the whatever. Our private quarters, wherever that is. I think it's outside, right? It's like outside and around. Yeah, there we go. Odd that there's no like tunnel from there to there, but greetings. I shall let you in at once. Proceed.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks. Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Natalan.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgard-Zoma could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am now. Why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learnt to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget, one born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease. We have contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service. Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences. Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
Should aught befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds me, Lord Orchefort, if you would be so kind.
Orchefort. Orchefort. T is silent.
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Orchefort. Alright, we completed the road less traveled. Alright, the next quest is Eyes Unclouded. For one with reason to celebrate, Alphanod looks rather grim. It would seem we have much to discuss with our friends at the Rising Stones. If what you say is true, Iceheart's method of summoning Shiva defies all precedent. It necessitates a complete reprisal of the primal threat and of our approach at combating it. Moreover, there are grave ramifications if the word of this reaches Imperial ears. The Garlean Empire believes that the primals are insufferable menace, that their mere existence is a threat to this very star. As such, they deem any action taken against the beast tribes to be justified by default. Imagine if it became known that it was not only beast tribes of Azoria that could summon the primals, but their civilized people, as well any lingering objections to the Azorian campaign would vanish overnight. Where before we had to contend with a single Imperial Legion, we could very well find ourselves the combined might of all Garlemald. But I speak unadversely. Come, we can do this conversation in Mordana. Alright. So that's Eyes Unclouded. Let's go ahead and head home to Mordana. 243. Kind of making a little profit out of this. Yeah, wait, we're getting close to the first expansion. And by close, I think it's like 20 more quests, right? Give or take. I started at 5.2, so I'm guessing we might be in like 5.3 now, maybe 5.4. I closed my browser tab. All right, enter the Solar. All right, Minfilia, what do you got for us?
Words cannot well express how glad I am to see you return to us hale and whole. Needless to say, I am most eager to hear your account of that which occurred in Kurthis, assuming you're ready to speak of it. Excellent. I shall summon the others at once. Iceheart used her own body as a vessel for a primal soul?
Master Louisoir's writings make no mention of such a possibility. Can we be certain this entity was a primal?
As certain as we can be that good King Mogglmog XII was a primal, I should think. Both were ostensibly summoned.
Let's not quibble over definitions. Of more concern is the implication that Iceheart retained her will, even after she was possessed. We are talking about a mortal, wielding the power of a primal.
It can't possibly be that easy, can it? There must be some sort of sacrifice required. Or maybe she's just special?
What qualities this woman possesseth, I know not, but full sure am I that she was groomed for this role. Few are privy to the secrets of summoning, and but a single party standeth to profit from their dissemination.
Well, I wouldn't presume to comment on how the lass came to know about summoning, but I will say that what she summoned was a primal. The readings were the same, or near as damn it. Strange as it all sounds, it's really no different from what you've faced before.
Then mayhap it is time that we re-examined our previous encounters.
Pack your things, Ida. We're going back to Gridania.
Yes, sir.
About Iceheart's final words to you. Hear, feel, think. Hydaelyn speaks to her as well. If Iceheart is blessed with the power of the Echo, she will doubtless have used it to further her goals. Or could it be that it was a revelation granted her by the Echo which first set her on this path? She did say that the Ishgardians were blind to the truth. Do you think she has knowledge of the origins of the Ishgardian-Dravanian War? It would do much to explain her unwavering conviction.
Did not the Lady Iceheart implore thee to seek the Keeper of the Lake? And did she not imply that in so doing thou wouldst come to see with eyes unclouded?
Midgard-Zoma was a king amongst kings who reigned for centuries on end. But he is dead and his wisdom lost to the ages. Unless the Ishgardians' fears are well-founded. It would seem we have yet another reason to stand watch over the Keeper of the Lake. For a mercy, we are well positioned to do so. Iceheart, Shiva, Ascians, and Midgard-Zoma. I shudder to think how they're all connected.
Alright, Eyes Unclouded is complete. And I think with that one, I am gonna call it a night. I'm getting kind of tired, and I need to get up early. We sent my kid back to school, and it's a kind of a get up early and take him to school kind of thing. So it's gonna a few more weeks of that, and then that'll be done. Summer, can't wait. So Saturday will be, it's gonna either be multi-boxing, if my cleric account becomes usable again. For some reason it's not. If that doesn't happen, it'll either be a attempt to get macro quest and kiss assist with the chat with this name plugins working on my emulated server. I haven't tried yet, but I kind of want to level up a Beast Lord on there for my for another video I'm working on. So that could be a thing. Or I will play Gnome Regard and do the anniversary quests that I can do at level, I think 66. I think that's what he's at right now. So thank you for watching, and have a great day, and have a good night.